touch with you. And again, the family table, don't forget to check that out. Books by people in our midst, including Antonio Abacha, if that's who you're over there, and Deborah Santana. Oh, and Cueponca did I don't know what to call you, but it's like this collective, you manage the whole thing. Your book.
Oh, yes. Some of the authors, Gregorio is one of the authors as well.
Yes. And Gregorio is Perla's husband. There. So it's all in the family. So Ron, you want to go?
Hi folks, 안녕하세요. My name is Ron. I'm one of the exhibiting artists, and it is a privilege and a pleasure to speak before you. I'm nervous. My heart is racing, my palms are sweaty, and the testimony I will give in regards to how PACE has transformed my life is that my heart beating, my hands being sweaty, me stuttering in how I speak is my humanity. I do not want to negate that. It's an authentic human experience. I have lines both on my maternal and paternal line where survival was the most important thing. So our humanity kind of got suppressed, deeply suppressed. So what I reclaim through my experience through PACE is that the power in owning my humanity, even if I project that to be embarrassing or something shameful, it actually means that I am here. I am here because my ancestors told me, hey, we're gonna give you this big mouth and we're gonna let you use it and talk about shit that people don't wanna talk about.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of art that my sisters made. It is no small thing for us to stand in front of y'all and to receive this. This is a lot for us. Because we come from a lot of heritage and cultures where people like us were not given an opportunity to be seen. We were not given the opportunity to speak. And we're going to tell the truth authentically with our humanity forward. I wouldn't be standing here. I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for Cynthia and my sisters. We are meant to be on this earth as a collective. We cannot survive in our silos. So the fact that each of you decided to spend your time on a Sunday to support us is no small thing. You all are contributing to the defiance, to the radical, to the collective. So thank you so much for adding to that magic and that medicine. I would invite any one of my sisters to share any testimony on how PACE has impacted your life or transformed it. Any hands? Oh, yes.
Somebody who was afraid to be up and she can pretty good. I know about you, I'm always honored to be here. Cynthia, Forgiveness Day. This woman is a powerhouse. And she doesn't stop. I mean, folks really underestimate artists and the arts in general, but artists in particular. Most of us are fanatical. The ones who are, some of us, as kids, we grow and make little things and, play a little instrument, what have you, we move on. But those of us who have this gift, this art, are unbelievably fanatical human beings, and there's no greater display of that than Cynthia's time. By the way, if you put down that jacket, it's mine. I'm the daughter of two dancers. And one of those dances, my mother was the daughter of several dancers, and on her father's side, dancers and musicians and what have you. So it's sort of a thing that runs in the family. I was not supposed to be a writer or a musician. I was supposed to be a dancer because my mother assumed that's what girls do. But the two and I did not get along at all, period. And I was called, this music called me from a very young age. I was fanatical. It's got me beat up a lot in New York because if you're a kid, you're supposed to do things that other folks say kids are supposed to do. I was not interested, and I wasn't interested in kids' songs. Other kids were listening to Humpty Dumpty and what have you, and I was speaking out, hanging out faces with Billy Eckstein and my cheap little people were playing. Chinese offering that, and folks don't realize how much in the Caribbean they brought lots of Chinese foods, and there was a lot of Chinese stuff offered in little storefronts. It's scattered around home, and I hang out in those places and what have you. And so I've been radical all my life, and I guess what I appreciate about this thing, this seed that Cynthia has dropped on us is that it gives an honor and a pride, and saying that we're not just something, to be used as sort of like passing fancies. We're not jukeboxes. We do what we do because we have to. We're fanatical about it. We love it. And obviously, when she had this major accident, it couldn't stop her because I said, "Oh no, you're not stopping." No. And you see the proof in it right here. So I hope you enjoy all of these artists, all of us that give all of our hearts. We leave you part of who we are, and hopefully you will understand a little bit more about what makes us tick, because we're not jukeboxes. There's something very special, and I'm grateful for the gift that comes to me. I am very grateful that it comes to me. It works me to death, wakes me up at night. I see people on the street pushing carts, and it talks to me. I see them all with the planet that talks to me, and that's what you see on these walls. And we need to express it, because if we don't express it, horrible things happen. Papa used to say, he always had his one line, he said, the most dangerous person on earth is a frustrated artist.
Yes.
I didn't pay attention until I got to college. Check the history, let's start with Hitler. And he wasn't that bad an artist. When he was bad, when he couldn't do it. Let's talk about Marquis Son, Lucretia Borgia. We can run out a whole list. So what you've done is you let us show the beautiful part of who we are. And for that, I am extremely grateful. And at this time later, I have to share a phone, but right now I think we're going to get some artists. So where are you? Come on, hiding.
Does anybody else want to give a testimony?
More than a testimony, I wanted to just show gratitude. My name is Jazz Diaz. I'm part of the 2023 cohort in the Central Valley. I'm from Merced, and I just really wanted to show gratitude, one, to meeting such amazing women all here. I had, it's been an honor to hold these relationships, but also just to experience, just to share space and words. But definitely a shout out to us right here. Really, I think beyond planting a seed, you really rooted something, and I just wanted to show gratitude to all the other sisters here and to the Central Valley. I think sometimes we're in the middle of California, and Central Valley, it's like, oh, it's really hard out there, and there's just a lot of history and beauty and art, and it's nice to share space, and yeah, thank you. That's what I'm writing.
Hi everyone, there's a lot of you. I wasn't expected to say anything, but I wanted to just acknowledge that of the theme of what a lot of the work here is, and a lot of the people who are standing up here is that we're all finding our voice and also exploring our identities and who we are. And I also wanted to just make a plug that for those of you who are interested in learning a little bit more about this modality of channeling and tapping into your intuition and finding your voice, we are hosting a free workshop on the 25th of August. Our friend Cynthia will be leading that. We'll be here at JSA from 1 to 4. So for any of you who are interested in just exploring more of that, tapping into your intuition, learning about this art modality, and just continue your healing journey, please join us. We do have flyers at the KCCDP table. If you want to grab a flyer, where Minute is waving her hand. That's where our flyer is. Please grab one if you're interested in joining our workshop.
The place knows me as Reina.
much. So I'm thanking her for this space to give us that opportunity. So thank you very much.
Hi everyone. I just want to also express so much gratitude to Cynthia and to everyone that I have yet to meet today. This whole space is charged with all of your energy. I can feel that. And I would say that for me, what the big journey has been for me, I could go on and on, but I'll talk about something that came up for me last night. Then thinking about what kind of art I want to make, what kind of, as a writer, what do I want to write? How do I want to make my art? How do I want to express myself? I really realized that so much of that has to do with coming to a place where I accept my authentic self. And that has been the cornerstone of everything that I do. It not only affects the way that I live, the way that I think about myself, the way that I treat other people, the way that I can receive from people. But it also has allowed me to create in a way that is authentically me, that explores like different modalities that other people in my life have told me I can't do it that way, or this is just not the way it's done. And I've always felt since I was young, sort of anti-authoritarian. But somehow in my art it has been hard to let go of those like few negative voices that have told me you can't do this way. So being able to create something for this show where I'm expressing my story in a way that all of you can engage with, it was really important that I didn't create something that is just observed, but something that creates an experience for people. That's the way that I experience the world, so I wanted people to have that experience as well. I'm really grateful that I've come to this place where I feel free to do that. Cynthia has really helped me, helped all of us access that feeling of freedom. So thank you.
I want to thank Cynthia for the answers for sharing. Just briefly, I want to share that sometimes when you come to show, everybody's smiling, everybody's dressed nicely and all here. But underneath all this has been years of people sharing tears, calling each other on the phone when they've been in really dark spots or dense spots. And also like just laughing together, traveling together. There's a lot underneath this, helping each other do websites, people coming from the Bay up to the Central Valley, people from the Central Valley now coming up here. And I think I just want to say like this is what healing looks like. And sometimes we use that word a lot very easily, but there's a lot of work that goes into it individually for me. And then just what I'm finding most of all this, like the women that came from the Central Valley, my sisters over there, my cousins here, is that when you're going through healing and you're taking off that band-aid and you're pretty infected in their ancestry for generations, you need a place to come home to. You need people to be there when you're going through it. And then eventually, I have found that I can be there for myself, but it wasn't something that is constructed, at least in my experience. So I think just honoring like all the quiet moments, seeing fishy in a different situation. I mean, there's a lot of building, and so I just want to encourage you, please come see us. We're going to be doing work out in the valley as well. We're going to keep
finding our way here, we always do, but I think in the times we're moving into, it's really important to stay connected. And you know, the valley is considered the breadbasket of it's like the third. It was a country, it would be the third in the world. And you know, our brothers and sisters, there's a lot going on there. It's 100. If you go out of the valley here, it's 110. People are dying in the fields. You know, so like we're all connected and just staying humble, staying grounded, and staying in gratitude. And everyone here, everyone here, everyone here matters. Your healing matters. Our healing matters. So thank you, Cynthia and Joe, for holding us today, and Chris and everyone for making it here.
Thank you, ladies, very, very much. So now, Cueponca, and then we'll go back to, yes, Nestor. Nestor is the husband of Rab.
Your speech has been very impactful about humanizing expression. How confident, answer, and doubtful, whatever. Should I speak or not? You know? Am I relevant with what I'm going to express?
Yes.
What you're doing is so powerful. And that's why I want to acknowledge and share how transformative it is. My wife introduced me to this unexpectedly, and then we talked about perfectionism. And I spoke to her about, like, I studied psychology, that was my major. And in that, in comparison to what I heard from you authentically, actually coming up about the suffering of what happens when you're a perfectionist, I got that too. Guided years, so unexpected. And it was for my whole being. And I thought that was true learning, not conceptual learning, which was I was learning in college. This is heart learning. This is human being learning, where I actually felt. And I really thank you. I'm so happy to see you. And I'm so happy to see you. And I'm so happy to see all of you, especially Cynthia. You know, for really transforming a lot. Sometimes never forgotten, but possibly learning and transforming since then. Thank you so much.
A little bit about Nestor. We had to go online in 2020 and we did our first artist talk on Zoom. And there was a man in the audience that was crying his eyes out. It was Nestor. So thank you, Nestor. That was in 2020. I've never met, this is the first time meeting in person, so I'm glad you did. Thank you. And I'm glad.
Well, you down here, I love to see you all here.
You know, I want to say something. Several people touched on it. It's a metaphor. I was born in New York when I school back now. My mom lived in California as one of those good grade A teenagers. My mom was looking in those fields. You know, there's something very special about folks who work in places like us. And what I've heard a lot of folks say in this room, so what Cynthia has managed to do is take all of our heart, all of the degradation, the moralization, and use it to fertilize it. It's become fertilizer. It is fertilizer. We take all that stuff, the tears, and the reticence and all of us have been through, and turns it into something beautiful. That is an amazing symbolic gift, for which I'm truly grateful that you're in. Thank you.